There's this girl I see every single morning at the coffee shop. Same time, same order, same exact seat by the window, and I'm completely obsessed. But here's the thing. I don't even know her name. So obviously I do what any reasonable person would do. I become a total stalker. And what happens next? Well, let's just say she definitely noticed. And not in the cute way I was hoping for. But before we get into how this all went down, smash that like button and subscribe. It's free and it means a lot to the channel. This one gets wild, I promise. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Okay, my name is Jade and I'm 22 years old. I work as a graphic designer at this tiny agency downtown, and my life is basically wake up, coffee, work, cry at my desk, come home, sleep, repeat. Honestly, it's pretty boring. But everything changed last September when I discovered this little coffee shop called the Velvet Grind. Yes, that's actually the name. I can't make this up. It's this cozy place tucked away on 5th Street. It's got exposed brick, these vintage light fixtures, and the best iced oat milk lattes. I started going there every morning before work because it's the only time I'm alone with my thoughts before I have to deal with people. Those 30 minutes with my coffee and my book are sacred, you know? It's my peace. And then she walked in. I remember it was a Thursday morning. I'm sitting at my usual spot, literally just thinking about how I forgot to do my laundry again, when this girl walks up to the counter. And I mean, she walked up. Confident, calm. She's wearing this oversized sweater, ripped jeans, and her hair is this beautiful auburn color that catches the morning sunlight coming through the window. She orders a black coffee, no sugar, no cream, just black. And I think, okay, she's cool. But then she does this thing. She smiles at the barista. Not a big smile, just this small, genuine smile that reaches her eyes. And I'm sitting there thinking, wow, okay, I'm gay. I was already gay, but now I'm really gay. She sits down right by the window, like literally 2 tables away from me, and my heart is pounding. I'm trying to read my book, but I'm reading the same sentence over and over. The kingdom was vast and wide. The kingdom was vast and wide. I don't even know what book I'm reading at this point. This becomes a daily thing. Every single morning, 7:45 a.m., she's there. And I'm telling myself, Jade, this is weird. This is getting weird. But I still go. And every day I see something new about her. She has this habit of tapping her pen against her lips when she's thinking. She bites her left thumbnail when she's concentrating. She gets these small smile lines at the corners of her eyes when she laughs at something on her laptop. One day, I noticed she's reading a book with a pride flag on the cover. My stomach flips. She could be reading it ironically, she could just love the characters, but like, the odds. Another day, her friend comes in and they're talking, and I'm literally pretending to text while eavesdropping like some kind of criminal. They talk about art, music, a breakup that made her question everything, and I'm sitting there thinking, she's queer. She's definitely queer. I never actually talk to her, though. I'm too much of a coward. I rehearse opening lines in the shower. Hey, I notice you come here every morning, too. Want to get coffee sometime? Brilliant. Totally original. She'd love that. One morning, I'm standing in line and I'm thinking, today's the day. I'm going to talk to her. I've rehearsed it all week. I'm ready. My armpits are already sweating, but I'm ready. I order my latte and I'm walking to my seat, trying to find the perfect moment to just sit by her or say something or literally anything. And then, of course, I trip. I trip over literally nothing. My coffee goes flying, it lands all over this guy's laptop, and I'm in full panic mode. The guy's reasonable about it, mostly. I buy him a new coffee, apologize about 17 times, and I'm completely mortified. I look over at her, and she's watching, and she looks amused, like she's trying not to smile. I sit back in my original seat, absolutely dying inside. And then, I swear this is real, she gets up, walks over to me, and hands me some napkins. "You okay?" she asks, and her voice is like smooth and soft with just a hint of amusement. I'm a complete mess. Yeah, I'm good. Just clumsy, very clumsy. Chronically clumsy, actually. It's a whole thing. She smiles. The smile. The real one, not the kind she gives the barista. This one is different. Happens to the best of us. I'm Maya, by the way. I'm Jade, I managed to say, and then she just walks back to her table. No number exchange, no follow-up, just nice to meet you, Jade, and she sits back down. But now I have a name. Maya. It's such a beautiful name. I've crossed a line now, and I know it. I'm not just observing anymore. Now I'm planning. For the next 2 weeks, every day I get to the coffee shop and try to engineer a situation where we talk. And I mean engineer. I drop things, I sit closer. One day I accidentally ask her for her Wi-Fi password, even though I obviously know it. But Maya's hard to read. She's polite, she smiles when she sees me, but she doesn't exactly go out of her way to talk to me, and I'm starting to realize that maybe I've built this entire fantasy in my head about someone I don't actually know. But then, one morning, and I'll never forget this, I'm there early and Maya's already there, reading a book, and she's crying, like quietly, but her eyes are definitely wet, and my whole stalker obsession takes a back seat because, like, this person is sad, and I actually care about her as a human being, not just because she's pretty. So I do something scary. I walk over, sit down without being asked, and I say, "Bad book or bad day?" She looks up, surprised. For a second, I think I've totally overstepped, but then she lets out this small laugh. "Bad day, actually. Book's pretty good." "Want to talk about it?" I ask, and she does. She tells me that she just had a huge fight with her ex-girlfriend, who just told her she's engaged, and Maya's feeling like a failure, like she can't commit to anything, like she's going to be alone forever. And I'm sitting there listening, and I'm thinking, this is my shot. This is the moment. But I don't push for anything. I just listen, because that's what she needs right now. After that day, something shifts. We start sitting together every morning, just the two of us at our table by the window. We find out we live 3 blocks apart. We work in the same downtown area. We have the same weird sense of humor. She quotes anime, I quote indie films, and we laugh at how pretentious we both are. She tells me about being an architect, about how she's designing her first major project, a community arts center, about how she got her heart broken because her girlfriend wanted to move to another state, but Maya couldn't leave her mom who just went through chemo. And I tell her about my graphic design job, about my family not totally understanding why I'm single at my age, about my anxiety and how some days I can't even look people in the eye. And you know what? She listens. She doesn't try to fix it. She doesn't judge. She just listens. One morning, 2 weeks into our coffee shop friendship, she looks at me while I'm talking about some dumb project at work, and she goes, "You know what? I think you're one of the realest people I've met in a long time." And my heart is doing backflips. I'm thinking, is this flirting? Is she just being nice? Am I having a moment? I don't say anything. I just smile and take a sip of my latte. But that night, I tell my roommate, I think I'm in love with her. A month passes. We're hanging out outside of the coffee shop now. We grab dinner, we go to this indie art gallery she was excited about. We text literally all the time, and I'm pretty sure she likes me too. Like, there's this thing that happens. We'll be talking, and she'll tuck her hair behind her ear, and her eyes will get all soft. Or we'll be laughing, and she'll put her hand on my arm to steady herself. Small things, but they matter. But I also know she's not over her ex. She mentions her sometimes, wondering if they're happy, wondering if she made the right call staying for her mom. And I'm scared that if I tell her how I feel, I'll scare her away. My roommate's like, "Jade, you're gonna die without telling her." "Wow, thank you, that's helpful," I reply. "I'm serious, you're overthinking this. Either tell her or get over her, but don't do this limbo thing." And she's right. I know she's right. So I plan the perfect moment. It's gotta be special, it's gotta be right. I decide I'm gonna do it at the coffee shop where we met, where it all started. It feels full circle, right? I tell Maya to meet me at the Velvet Grind on Saturday morning. Just us, no big deal. Same as always. Except it's a huge deal. I'm literally vibrating out of my skin all night. I don't sleep. I'm a mess.
Saturday comes, I'm there early, setting up. I've pre-ordered our usual drinks. I'm a nervous wreck. This guy at the counter, the barista, he knows what's up. He's given me the look. Maya shows up at 7:45, same as always, on time, calm, composed, looking beautiful in this little yellow jacket that I love. We sit down and I'm staring at my coffee like it's the most interesting thing in the world. "Jade, you okay?" she asks. "Yeah, I need to tell you something." Her face goes pale, like she thinks I'm about to dump her or something. "Okay," she says slowly. "I know we're friends, and I love you as a friend, but I've loved you since before we were even friends, and I kinda can't hide it anymore. I love you, like I'm in love with you, and I know you're dealing with a lot, and I know you're not over your ex, and I don't expect anything right now. I needed you to know that what this is to you is not what it is to me, and I'm sorry if that ruins everything." The words just pour out. I'm not breathing. Maya's quiet for like forever, just staring at her coffee, and I'm thinking I've just ruined everything. She's gonna say she needs space. She's gonna ease out of my life. I'm gonna have to find a new coffee shop. Honestly, if this video gives you the courage to confess to your crush, I'm begging you, come back and tell me what happened in the comments. This is the content I live for. Screenshot your confession if you're feeling brave. Then she looks at me, and there are tears in her eyes. "I've been terrified to feel this way about someone again," she says quietly. "Especially you, because you're so important to me and I don't want to mess this up. But the truth is, I've known I was falling for you since the day you spilled coffee all over that guy." We didn't jump into anything crazy that day. We just held hands across the table and talked about what we wanted, about taking it slow, about what it means to be vulnerable with someone. And it wasn't this big dramatic kiss in the coffee shop. It wasn't some huge romantic gesture. It was just honest. It was real. The next week we went on an actual date. A real one, not just our coffee shop hangouts. We went to this tiny movie theater that shows old films, and we bought way too much popcorn, and she put her arm around me during the movie. And 2 months later, we made it official. She asked me officially to be her girlfriend, in the coffee shop, at our table by the window, with the morning light coming through. She said, "I know I'm probably supposed to do something fancier, but honestly, all I want is you in the morning light at this coffee shop every single day for the rest of my life. Will you be my girlfriend?" I literally cried in front of everyone. The barista made us special celebratory coffees with heart designs. We've been together for 8 months now. We moved in together 3 months ago, into this little apartment that has a window, because apparently I'm obsessed with morning light now too. We still go to the Velvet Grind every morning when we can, but now it's together, and it's not about obsessing or stalking or fantasy, it's about choosing her every single day. So yeah, that girl I was obsessed with, the one I didn't know, turns out she was worth it. I'm not saying go stalk someone at a coffee shop, please don't do that, but I am saying that sometimes the best things in life come from just being brave enough to say, "Hey, I like you, and I think you're worth the risk." And sometimes they like you back. Okay, so if you made it all the way through this video, I'm seriously grateful. You're the real ones. If you loved this story, please hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment and tell me, what's your coffee shop story? Have you ever taken a risk on love? I read every single comment, and I genuinely want to hear from you. And if you're feeling extra supportive, share this video with a friend who needs a little reminder that love is worth fighting for. Thanks for listening to my story, guys. Take care.